explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Pulls it in, it's King. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Grabbed over the middle, it's Irvin. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Right down the middle. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field.
Of course. Of course.
So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. First down here for the offense. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. The offense changing the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. That coach has to be happy.
So the Iowa State Cyclones offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. And when you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns like it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
He'll off one deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Hands it off. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I?
Touchdown, Rebels. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
10, Iowa State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Easy completion on the shuffle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Cyclones are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He slides that just inside the right upright. This is now a 7-point game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give is to Williams. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Calls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
That's caught. It's Lion.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They'll try the run. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks there last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though. That was the first sack they've allowed in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 25. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He takes it at the 45. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The give to the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. It's Calandria. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
To the air on 2nd down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Calandria. With the catch, it's Lyons. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Iowa State. the Cyclones ready to go on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Catch in the middle. It's Lions. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Royer. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Wants to throw again. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Back to pass. Using the quick game. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Good enough for
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying.
Touchdown, Vegas. They've got the lead here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Warren. And they get the fumble back, but time is still dwindling away. They got to get it going. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Fights off a defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
UNLV 24, Iowa State 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Warren. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback, who makes a sure tackle. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the...
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 20.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
UNLV
After this, it'll be a wrap. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man on the right. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they